Let's pack a $15 Imperfect Crystal mystery box for Julia. First, they ordered this beautiful Larimar slab. They also got this flower agate tower. And they got this spirit quartz cluster. Now let's do the scoop of Planty crystal mix. And they got lots of moss agate and tree agate. I also decided to add this Kambaba jasper tumble. For the Imperfect Crystal mystery box, I'm going to be starting off with this purple fluorite tower. Next, I'm going to add this Oko agate geode, this moonstone tumble, an amazonite tumble, a carnelian tumble, this crazy lace agate tumble, raw fluorite, and rose quartz. For their freebies, I chose this amethyst point, this super clear garden quartz tumble, and an opalite heart. Let's pack a $35 mystery box for Light. First, let's do their large scoop of Planty crystal mix. They got lots of moss agate, green aventurine, Kambaba jasper, and they even got a little piece of labradorite and green calcite. For the $35 mystery box, I'm going to start off with this larvakite tower. Next, I'm going to add this moss agate moon. Next, I'm going to add this sunstone tumble, a white carnelian tumble, this little garden quartz tumble, raw septarian, and this piece is really just yellow calcite, but I just think it's so beautiful, and this super blue piece of raw amazonite. For their freebies, I decided to go with this amethyst point, this African bloodstone tumble, and this howlite mushroom. Thank you so much for your order. Hello, let's do a 3-minute packing video. First, we have a $15 Imperfect Crystal mystery box for Eleanor. Let's start with the septarian palmstone. Next, let's do this Oko agate geode. Next, let's do this pink amethyst slab. Next, let's do this carnelian tumble, this sunstone tumble, and an aquamarine tumble. And for their freebies, I'm going to give a Kambaba jasper tumble and a little amethyst point. Thank you so much for your order. Next, we have a regular $15 mystery box for Kayla. Let's start off with this mini rose quartz sphere. Next, let's add this green aventurine mushroom, raw blue calcite, raw fluorite, tumbled moss agate, and this little peach moonstone tumble. For their freebies, we have a carnelian tumble and a little rose quartz tumble. Thank you so much for your order. The next order is for Aileen, and I hope I pronounced that correctly. First, we have a red jasper mushroom. They also got this adorable little pink amethyst freeform, a star rose quartz sphere. This one is so beautiful. Raw green calcite, but I'm gonna give 2. And they also got this beautiful rainbow obsidian heart. And for their freebies, we have a labradorite tumble, an amethyst tumble, and a rose quartz tumble. Thank you so much for your order. Next, let's do Megan's 2 orders. Let's start off with their medium scoop of Planty crystal mix. Let's add a couple more tumbles. Here are some of the things they got in their scoop. They also got a scoop of raw Planty crystal mix. Here's what they got in the raw Planty crystal mix. Next, they got this beautiful mini moonstone sphere. And they also got a $35 Imperfect Crystal mystery box. Let's start off with this rainforest jasper tower. Next, let's add this little smoky quartz tower with some hematite inclusions, a labradorite palmstone, a flower agate palmstone. Here's the back, an Oko agate geode, raw honey calcite, this raw amethyst point, a black moonstone tumble, pink Botswana agate, and rose quartz. For their freebies, I decided on a sunstone tumble, a Mangano calcite tumble, and they gave me such a sweet tip, so I decided to add this rose quartz sphere. Thank you so much for your order. Let's pack Kaylin's $35 mystery box, and she requested to get more juicy and moss agate items. But first, she ordered this beautiful moss agate moon, this bumblebee jasper tower, this Larimar slab. She also ordered a mental health crystal bundle, I chose a clear quartz worry stone and a rhodonite heart. And for the mystery box, she requested to get more druzy items, so I'm going to start off with this sphalerite sphere. This sphere is pretty much the cost of the box, but I also had to add this moss agate tower. This one has a druzy pocket. I also had to throw in this piece of raw tree agate. The druzy on this piece is just so pretty. And lastly, I'm just going to add this cute little moss agate cube. For their freebies, I went with an amethyst point, a moss agate tumble, and an aquamarine tumble. This is definitely one of my favorite orders. Thank you so much. Hello, let's do another long packing video. This first order is for Trinity. Let's start off with her raw planty crystal mix. This piece of tree agate kind of looks like a heart. Next, she got a $35 mystery box. I'm going to start off with this golden healer quartz tower. Next, let's add this super flashy labradorite palm stone, this optical honey calcite slab, and this beautiful satin spar heart. And lastly, she got this beautiful extra large moss agate tower. The druzy on this one is so pretty. For her freebies, I'm going to give a rose quartz bracelet, a little amethyst point, and a green calcite chunk. She also tipped me, so I'm going to add in this green aventurine tumble. Thank you so much for your order. The next order is for Rashad, and he also ordered a $35 mystery box. First, let's start off with this amazonite tower, and it has some iron and pyrite inclusions. Next, let's add this clear quartz cluster, or I guess you could call it a point too. Next, let's add this ocean jasper palm stone. Next, let's add this mini satin spar charging plate. And lastly, we're just going to add a mookite tumble and a crazy lace agate tumble. He also ordered this piece of optical honey calcite off of my Etsy. For his freebies, we're going to give this amethyst tumble and this moss agate tumble. And he also tipped me, so we're going to give this white carnelian tumble as a thank you. Thank you so much for your order. This next order is for Casey. First, they got this beautiful labradorite sphere. This one also has a bit of purple flash. They also got this labradorite mushroom. This one also has a bit of purple flash. They also got this clear quartz mushroom and a little moonstone sphere. They also got this beautiful rainbow obsidian heart. They also got this rainbow obsidian heart. I love the colors on this one. And they got a medium scoop of my planty crystal mix. And they got quite a bit of green aventurine, so I'm going to replace this tumble with a little moss agate mushroom. For their freebies, I'm going to give a Botswana agate tumble, an amazonite tumble, and a little amethyst point. They also left me a tip, so I decided to give this little rose quartz cube as a thank you. Thank you so much for your order. Let's pack a $35 Imperfect Crystal mystery box for Taylor. Also, I'm so glad that you guys like these videos. Thank you so much for all of your kind words. Before we start with the mystery box, they got this larvacite mushroom, this beautiful pink amethyst slab. They also ordered a medium scoop of planty crystal mix. I'm also just going to add this moss agate tumble. For the Imperfect Crystal mystery box, I'm going to start off with this rainforest jasper tower. Next, I'm going to add this flower agate tower, this angelite sphere, this ochre agate geode, and a rose quartz and amazonite tumble. For their freebies, I decided to go with a howlite bracelet, a flower agate tumble, and a little amethyst point. Thank you so much for your order. Hello, let's pack a $55 mystery box for Madeline. Or Madeline, I'm so sorry, I hope I pronounced that correctly. First, she got these adorable little moonstone spheres. She also got this rainbow obsidian heart. For the $55 mystery box, let's start off with this Mangano calcite tower. And the tip is not chipped, that's just how it was carved. Next, I decided to add this Larimar slab, this beautiful satin spar heart carving, this lepidolite slab, and this little green aventurine cube. I also decided to add this little moss agate mushroom, and it has little mini druzy pockets. For her freebies, I decided to go with an amethyst point, a moss agate tumble, and a little black moonstone tumble. Thank you so much for your order. Let's pack some $5 Imperfect Crystal mystery boxes. Before I start, here's a little restock preview. I don't have a set date yet because I'm still waiting on some packages. Back to the order packing, this first one is for Scatter. First, he ordered a piece of green calcite, but I'm going to give 2. They also ordered this adorable little mini moonstone sphere. Here's his small scoop of planty crystal mix. For their $5 mystery box, I decided to give him this Amazonite tumble, a black moonstone tumble, garnet, pink Botswana agate, although it is a little bit more gray than pink, and rose quartz. He actually ordered 2 of the $5 Imperfect Crystal mystery boxes. So for the second one, I'm going to be starting off with this mini carnelian palmstone, or large tumble, this little apricot agate tumble, and this satin spar wand. For the freebies, I'm going to give this sunstone tumble an amethyst point, and he tipped me, so I'm going to add this little Dalmatian jasper mushroom. Thank you so much. The next order is for Grace. First, they got a piece of honey calcite, a little labradorite tumble. Here is their small scoop of planty crystal mix, 1 scoop of raw planty crystal mix. For the Imperfect Crystal mystery box, I'm going to start off with this moonstone tumble, a garden quartz tumble, a moss agate tumble, an amethyst tumble, and a Botswana agate tumble. They also got a regular $15 mystery box, so I'm going to start off with this raw blue calcite, optical honey calcite with tons of rainbows. It is so beautiful. A super blue Amazonite tumble, a little rose quartz tumble, and a sodalite mushroom. This camera refuses to show these beautiful rainbows, but I swear that they're there. For their freebies, I'm going to give a rainbow fluorite tumble, an amethyst tumble, and a howlite tumble. They also tipped me, so I'm going to add this flower agate moon. Thank you so much. Hello, let's do a 3-minute packing video. This first order is for Sydney. Let's start out with their labradorite mushroom, and this one has some beautiful pink flash. They also got an obsidian mushroom, a mini star rose quartz sphere, and this one has some beautiful rainbows. The stars show up much better in person. This little moonstone sphere. It doesn't really fit in the sphere holder, but it still looks really cute. A little labradorite tumble, raw tree agate, and green calcite, and these pieces are a little bit smaller, so I'm giving 2. And lastly, a mini scoop of planty crystal mix. For their freebies, I'm going to give an amethyst, a black moonstone, and a clear quartz tumble. They also tipped me, so I'm going to add in this blue aventurine mushroom. Thank you so much for your order. Next, we have Cody's 2 orders. First, he got this beautiful rhodochrosite slab, a dragon's blood jasper mushroom, 2 pieces of raw tree agate, a rainbow obsidian heart, a grape agate egg, this beautiful moss agate tower, this spirit quartz cluster, and lastly we have this beautiful pistachio calcite tower. For his freebies, I'm going to give an amethyst tumble, a moonstone tumble, a Botswana agate tumble, and a honey calcite chunk. He also tipped me, so I'm going to add this tiger's eye mushroom. Thank you so much for your order. The next order is for Leah, or Leah. She got a little moonstone sphere, a mahogany obsidian mushroom, a bloodstone tumble, and lastly she got this beautiful labradorite freeform. I'm obsessed with the flash on this one. For her freebies, I'm going to give a rainbow moonstone tumble, a labradorite tumble, and a green aventurine tumble. Thank you so much for your order. The next order is for David. They got an African bloodstone tumble, this beautiful pre-night tower. They also got 3 imperfect raw crystals, so the first one is blue apatite, the next one is green calcite, and the last one is smoky quartz. For their freebies, I'm going to give a labradorite tumble and a sunstone tumble. They also tipped me, so I'm going to add this little obsidian heart. Thank you so much for your order. Also, I just wanted to mention that their order number was 1111. This next order is for Avery. First, they got this adorable little citrine point and a little moonstone sphere. For their freebie, I'm going to give them a green calcite chunk. Thank you so much. Let's make a self-love bundle. I've been seeing so many amazing Valentine's Day boxes made by other small businesses, so I wanted to make one of my own. However, this one is more of a self-love bundle. I decided to go with crystals that are great for confidence, self-love, and anxiety. Because, as many of you know, Valentine's Day is on February 14th, But the week after Valentine's Day is actually National Eating Disorder Awareness Week. So 15% of the profit of this bundle will be donated to the National Eating Disorder Association. And these bundles will be available on January 25th. Hello, let's do a packing video. This first order is for Cadence. First, they got these beautiful moonstone spheres, a large star rose quartz sphere, and this one is just beautiful, and a rhodochrosite slab. For their freebies, I decided to give an amazonite, a chevron amethyst, and a moonstone tumble. Thank you so much for your order. The next order is for Allie. They got a Kambaba jasper tumble, a bloodstone tumble, a bumblebee jasper tumble, but I'm going to give 2, raw honey calcite, and a clear quartz mushroom. Also, it wouldn't let me message you, but I sent a little bit of a refund as a discount for this mushroom because I wasn't the happiest with the quality. And yes, I normally do a ton of quality checks, but every once in a while I will miss a couple things. For their small Mystery Imperfect crystal, I decided to go with green calcite. And for their large Mystery Imperfect crystal, I decided to go with zebra calcite. For their freebies, I decided to go with flower agate and mookite. And they also tipped me, so I'm going to add this little amethyst point. Thank you so much for your order. Hello, let's do another packing video. But first I wanted to ask you guys a question. So I'm supposed to be getting a ton of my restock packages this week, and I was wondering if you guys would want me to open them on a live or just in another video. Please let me know what you think. Back to the order packing, this first one is for Regine. First they got this beautiful Lumerian aquatine calcite tower, this peach stilbite cluster, a Kambaba jasper tumble, and 3 Mystery Imperfect raw crystals. I went with smoky quartz, green calcite, and amethyst. And for their freebies, I decided to go with a rainbow fluorite, an amethyst, and a flower agate tumble. Thank you so much for your order. The next order is for Sydney. They ordered a rose quartz tumble, but I'm going to give 2. They also ordered 4 of the Mystery Imperfect raw crystals in the small size. So I'm going to start off with fire quartz, tree agate, blue apatite, and girasol opal. And for their freebies, I'm going to give a green aventurine and an amethyst tumble. Thank you so much for your order. The next order is for Cassie, and they ordered 2 of the Mystery Imperfect raw crystals. So I'm going to start off with smoky quartz, and then amazonite. For their freebie, I'm going to give them a rhodonite tumble. Thank you so much for your order. So I wasn't going to make a $55 Imperfect Crystal mystery box, but I decided why not. Also, I just wanted to remind you guys that today's restock is only Imperfect Crystals and my self-love bundles. My next restock will be next week on February 4th. So for a $55 mystery box, I might start off with this rainbow moonstone sphere or white labradorite. Also, for these boxes, not all of them have chips or things like that. Like this one I only consider to be imperfect just because it doesn't have a ton of flash. Next I'm going to add this ocean jasper palm stone, a moss agate tower, this little flower agate tower, optical honey calcite, some tumbles, and a little pink amethyst freeform. And I'm just going to add a satin spar wand. And this would be the completed $55 Imperfect Crystal mystery box. Let's pack an order for Christina. So first they got 3 of the Mystery Imperfect raw crystals. So I picked out amazonite, blue apatite, and girasol opal. They also got this adorable little green aventurine mushroom. They also got this beautiful smoky quartz tower, and this yellow calcite sphere. However, I did make a mistake and I accidentally switched the sphere that they ordered with another order, but we worked everything out and I am so grateful for how understanding both of the customers were. For their freebies, I decided to go with a garnet tumble, a little green aventurine tumble, and a little labradorite tumble. And they added the sweetest tip, so I'm also going to add a fluorite tumble and a bumblebee jasper tumble. Thank you so much for your order, and again, I'm so sorry about the mix-up. Let's make some more of my freebie mix. Sunstone, green aventurine, a little bit of moonstone, little rose quartz tumbles, tree agate, amethyst, flower agate and kunzite, included quartz, more green aventurine, rhodonite, carnelian, rainbow fluorite, larger rose quartz tumbles, bloodstone and Kambaba jasper, labradorite, moss agate, snowflake obsidian, garden quartz, or really just more included quartz, more moss agate, bumblebee jasper, some little mushrooms, a little moss agate sphere, and some charms. Here it is all mixed up, and it will be the same as my last batch, where each order will get 1 to 3 crystals depending on the size of their order. Let's pack an order for Jamie. First, they ordered this beautiful tourmalated quartz sphere, this rose quartz freeform, and this piece of morganite. For their freebies, I'm going to give an amazonite tumble, a garden quartz tumble, and a flower agate tumble. They also left a huge tip, so to say thank you, I'm going to give a bumblebee jasper tumble and a flower agate mushroom. Thank you so much for your order. Let's pack a $55 Imperfect Crystal mystery box for Elizabeth. Before we start with the mystery box, they got this flower agate palm stone and 2 of the mystery Imperfect rock crystals in the medium size. So I'm going to start off with green aventurine and labradorite. For the mystery box, I'm going to start off with this kiwi jasper tower, this 1000-layer lodolite tower, an angelite sphere, this huge chunk of raw blue calcite, a black moonstone heart, optical honey calcite, this rose quartz tumble, and a satin spar wand. And for their freebies, I'm going to give a rhodonite tumble, a rainbow fluorite tumble, and a white labradorite or rainbow moonstone tumble. I ended up adding these and more tumbles to the freebie mix last night. Thank you so much for your order. Let's pack a $15 and $5 Imperfect Crystal Mystery Box for Ella. For the $5 Imperfect Crystal Mystery Box, I'm going to start off with this Kambaba jasper tumble, an amazonite tumble, this adorable little green aventurine tumble, rainbow moonstone or white labradorite, and lavender rose quartz. For their $15 Imperfect Crystal Mystery Box, I'm going to start off with this fluorite tower, this labradorite heart, here's the back, a mangano calcite tumble, a lepidolite tumble, and this amethyst tumble. And for their freebies, I'm going to give a carnelian tumble and this little moss agate tumble. Thank you so much for your order. Let's pack a $35 Imperfect Crystal Mystery Box for Madison. First, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm going live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to unbox some wholesale orders. I was going to unbox them in a video, but then I realized I might run out of time, so I'm just going to make a separate video of the items afterwards. So before we start with the mystery box, she got 3 medium Imperfect rock crystals in the medium size. I picked rose quartz, blue apatite, and fluorite. She also ordered this beautiful labradorite palm stone. For the mystery box, I'm going to be starting off with this larvicite tower. Next, I'm going to add a rose quartz palm stone, this beautiful satin spar heart, an yttrium fluorite mushroom, an amethyst tumble, moss agate, labradorite, and flower agate. For her freebies, I'm adding a sunstone tumble and a moss agate cube. She also tipped me, so to say thank you, I'm going to be adding this garden quartz tumble. Thank you so much for your order. Let's pack a $55 Imperfect Crystal Mystery Box for Emily. I'm also seeing quite a few comments asking about how they're imperfect, so I'll be explaining that for each crystal in this video. First, I'm going to add this pink opal tower, and there's just a little bit of discoloration and it's a little bit wobbly. Next, I'm going to add this little carnelian tower, and there's just a little chip right there. On this angelite sphere, there are a few scratches. I'm also going to add this labradorite palm stone, and it has the most beautiful flash. This one just has a bit of discoloration. Next, I have the satin spar heart, and it's just a bit scratched. Next, I'm going to add this moss agate moon. This one just has these little natural holes in it, and I just don't feel comfortable selling it for the full price. And lastly, I'm just going to add this green aventurine cube and this rose quartz tumble. They both either have just little chips or discoloration again. For their freebies, I'm going to add a rainbow moonstone or white labradorite tumble and a moss agate tumble. I'm also going to add this bumblebee jasper tumble. Thank you so much, Emily. Let's pack a couple of Imperfect Crystal mystery boxes for Emma. Before we start with the mystery boxes, they got this beautiful labradorite slab and a medium mystery Imperfect rock crystal, so I went with green calcite. First, they got a $5 Imperfect Crystal mystery box, so I'm going to be starting with aquamarine. This piece just has a little bit of discoloration and some chips. Next, we have rainbow fluorite, and it has the same things as the last tumble. Moss agate, and there's a little chip on the left side. Lepidolite, and I would say the same thing. And this very flashy moonstone tumble. And there's a little chip right there. They also got a $55 Imperfect Crystal mystery box, so I'm going to be starting off with this pre-night tower. This one just has this little chip. Next, I'm going to be adding this yttrium fluorite or lavender fluorite tower. And there's just a little chip at the base. Also, I just want to let you guys know that the amount they are discounted does go off of how damaged they are, so the number of items in each box varies. Next, I'm going to add this large labradorite heart. This one has a chip on the top. Next, I'm adding this carnelian palm stone. This one just has a little rough spot and some chips along the sides. A citrine point. This one's just a bit of an odd shape. A little flower agate moon. There are some small chips along the points. And lastly, this satin spar wand. It's just a bit scratched up. All of these crystals are still incredibly beautiful. I just labeled them as imperfect so that everyone knows that they do come with little flaws. For their freebies, I decided to go with Botswana agate, rose quartz, and garden quartz. Thank you so much for your order. Hello, let's do a 3-minute packing video. First, we have a $55 Imperfect Crystal mystery box for Catherine. I'm going to start off with this larva kite tower. Next, we have this beautiful labradorite palm stone. Here's the back. It is very big. Next, we have a black moonstone heart, an yttrium fluorite mushroom, a little moss agate moon, a little rainforest jasper tower, optical honey calcite, and this little pink amethyst freeform. For their freebies, I'm going to give a rose quartz, a rhodonite, and a rainbow fluorite tumble. They also tipped me, so I'm going to add in this little flower agate candy. Thank you so much for your order. Next, we have a $35 Imperfect Crystal mystery box for Sheridan. Before we start with their mystery box, they ordered this golden healer quartz tower and a little piece of morganite, but I'm going to give 2. For their $35 Imperfect Crystal mystery box, I'm going to start off with this moonstone and sunstone tower. This one is beautiful. Next, I'm going to add this amethyst cluster, this little labradorite palm stone, a flower agate mushroom, a rainbow moonstone or white labradorite tumble, and a lepidolite sphere. For their freebies, I'm going to give a Botswana agate and tree agate tumble and a black tourmaline chunk. They also tipped me, so I'm going to add in this little flower agate moon. Thank you so much for your order. Next, we have a $5 Imperfect Crystal mystery box for Alexis. Before we start with the mystery box, they got this adorable little dino, this moss agate moon, this snow agate tower, and this snow agate tower. For their $5 Imperfect Crystal mystery box, I'm going to start with rainbow fluorite. Next, I'm going to add Botswana agate, moss agate, howlite, and garnet. For their freebies, I'm going to give a chevron amethyst, a green aventurine, and a lepidolite tumble. They also tipped me, so to say thank you, I'm going to be giving this bumblebee jasper tumble. Thank you so much for your order. Next, we have a $35 Imperfect Crystal mystery box for Sarah. I'm going to start off with this fire quartz tower. Next, I'm adding an angelite sphere, a black moonstone palm stone, a mini labradorite mushroom, a Mangano calcite tumble, and a satin spar wand. For their freebies, I'm going to give this rose quartz tumble and this labradorite tumble. Thank you so much for your order. Let's pack some more orders. First, we have a $5 Imperfect Crystal mystery box for Lauren. Before we start with the mystery box, she got this moss agate tower. For the mystery box, I'm going to start off with this rainbow moonstone tumble. Next, I'm adding this flower agate tumble. Here's the back. Crazy lace agate, moss agate, and garden quartz. For her freebies, I'm going to give a rose quartz tumble and an amethyst tumble. She also tipped me, so I'm going to add this lepidolite heart. Thank you so much. Next, we have a $5 Imperfect Crystal mystery box for Lily. I'm going to start off with rose quartz. Next, we have green aventurine, lepidolite, this beautiful Botswana agate tumble, and pink Botswana agate. And for their freebie, I'm going to give Mangano calcite. Thank you so much. The next order is a $15 Imperfect Crystal mystery box for Vicky. First, I'm going to start off with this rose quartz tower. Next, I'm going to add this flower agate moon, a green aventurine tumble, a little snowflake obsidian tumble, and a lepidolite tumble. I'm also going to add this little agate tumble. For their freebie, I'm going to give the satin spar wand. Thank you so much for your order. Next, we have an order for Blanca. They ordered a small mystery Imperfect rock crystal, so I'm going to give green calcite. For their freebie, I'm going to give them this beautiful little rose quartz tumble. They also tipped me, so I'm going to add this moss agate tumble. Thank you so much for your order. Let's unbox 62 pounds of crystals. The first item is this beautiful Septarian freeform. Next, we have this massive hematoid quartz cluster. We have some absolutely stunning spirit quartz clusters. I got a few of them. Next, we have some beautiful pieces of Druzy chrysocolla dolomite with malachite and silomelane, I think is how you pronounce it, dendrites. We have some larger pieces of spirit quartz. And on to the second box. The first thing in the next box, which is still from the same supplier, is this massive agate freeform. It is just absolutely beautiful. Next, we have these star rose quartz spheres, and they're a lot more pink in person. Some beautiful malachite specimens. Also, I literally just washed my table, but it's all dirty now because of the newspapers that these were wrapped in. Next, I got these beautiful Kundalini smoky citrine clusters. Next, we have this beautiful silky malachite specimen. We have this beautiful Kambaba jasper tower, and another agate freeform. And I absolutely love this one because it has a little heart. Next, I got these stunning ocean jasper flames. And last but not least, we have these huge blue lace agate geodes. These are so beautiful. Let's pack some $35 Imperfect Crystal mystery boxes. The first one is for Alondra. Before we start with the mystery box, they got 2 small mystery Imperfect raw crystals. So I picked fire quartz and green calcite. For the $35 Imperfect Crystal mystery box, I'm going to be starting off with this yttrium fluorite tower. This one has a beautiful little druzy cave at the bottom. Next, I'm going to add this carnelian palm stone, this little larimar slab, a flower agate tumble, a labradorite mushroom, and this beautiful rose quartz tumble. For their freebies, I'm going to give an amethyst and moss agate tumble. Thank you so much for your order. The next one is for Maria. Also, thank you so much for your sweet note. I read everyone's notes and they all make me so happy, so thank you. For their mystery box, I'm going to be starting off with this blue apatite tower, this labradorite palmstone, optical calcite, natural citrine, aquamarine, and this adorable little rose quartz mushroom. For their freebies, I'm going to give a moss agate and a rainbow fluorite tumble. Thank you so much for your order. Let's pack some more orders. This first one is for Kylie. First, they ordered a medium Imperfect rock crystal, so I decided to go with fluorite. And they also ordered this snow agate tower. Next, they got a $15 Imperfect crystal mystery box, so I'm going to start off with this moss agate tower, a rose quartz cube, a satin spar wand, a garden quartz tumble, and a green aventurine tumble. For their freebies, I'm going to give a lepidolite tumble and an amethyst tumble. Thank you so much for your order. Next, we have an order for Sarah, and they ordered 1 medium Imperfect rock crystal, but I'm going to give 2, so I decided on tree agate and orange calcite. Next, they ordered a $5 Imperfect Crystal Mystery Box, so I'm going to start off with Moss Agate, Rainbow Moonstone, Green Aventurine, Rose Quartz, and Botswana Agate. For their $15 Imperfect Crystal Mystery Box, I'm going to start off with this Labradorite Tower. Next, I'm going to add this Black Moonstone Palm Stone, an Amethyst Tumble, a Moss Agate Mushroom, and a Pink Botswana Agate Tumble. For their freebies, I'm going to give this little Rose Quartz Tumble, which has a star, and a Garden Quartz Tumble. They also tipped me, so I'm going to add this Rhodonite Tumble. Thank you so much for your order. Next, we have a $5 Imperfect Crystal Mystery Box for Ashley. But first, they got this beautiful Labradorite heart. The back has a bit of purple flash. And this Snow Agate Tower. For their $5 Imperfect Crystal Mystery Box, I'm going to start off with Botswana Agate, Flower Agate, Rhodonite, Lepidolite, and Amethyst. For their freebies, I'm going to give a Rainbow Fluorite and Green Aventurine Tumble. And they also tipped me, so I'm going to add this Larvicite Mushroom. Next, we have an order for Kristen. They ordered an Imperfect Ametrine Tumble, and this one has some beautiful rainbows. This Mangano Calcite Tower. And they also ordered 2 of the Mystery Imperfect Raw Crystals, so I decided to go with Honey Calcite and Green Calcite. For their freebies, I'm going to add a Rainbow Moonstone and Moss Agate Tumble. Thank you so much for your order. Let's pack a $70 Imperfect Crystal Mystery Box for Munit. I hope I pronounced that correctly, and I'm so sorry if I didn't. First, they ordered this Imperfect Ametrine Tumble and a small Mystery Imperfect Raw Crystal, so I decided to go with Tree Agate. I'm going to start off with this Rose Quartz Flame. It just has a few chips on the surface. Next, I'm going to add this absolutely massive Carnelian Palm Stone. For this one, it looks like it had broken in half or it had cracked somehow and they just glued it together. Next, I'm going to add this Banded Orange Calcite Tower. This one's just a bit wobbly. I'm also going to add this Moss Agate Freeform. This one just has a couple tiny chips. Next, we have a Larimar Slab, and this one is absolutely beautiful. It's just a little bit scratched up. This Flower Agate Tower, and again, there are just some little chips. I went a little bit over, but I hope that you love everything. For their freebies, I'm going to give Green Aventurine, Chevron Amethyst, and Bumblebee Jasper. Thank you so much for your order. Let's pack a $20 Imperfect Crystal Mystery Box for Leanne. First, they ordered 2 Mystery Imperfect Raw Crystals, so I'm going to give Green Calcite and Labradorite. For their mystery box, they mentioned that they've been really drawn to Carnelian, so I'm going to add this Carnelian Tower. They also mentioned that they really like Fluorite, so I'm going to add this Yttrium Fluorite Tower. I'm also going to add a Rainbow Fluorite, a Moss Agate, and a Carnelian Tumble. For their freebies, I'm going to give a Green Aventurine Cube and a Garden Quartz Tumble. Thank you so much for your order. Let's make an example of a $105 Imperfect Crystal Mystery Box. I also wanted to talk a little bit about these boxes and about the imperfect crystals themselves. So first, I would add this Carnelian Tower. As you can see, this one just has a few little chips on its corners. I could also add this Malachite Slab. It just has these little chips. For some of the crystals in these boxes, the imperfections aren't really that visible. Like this Snow Agate Tower has a tiny chip in the corner, and this Blue Calcite Heart just has a few little scratches. Even though there aren't any really truly perfect crystals, I still sell these as imperfect because I just don't feel comfortable selling them for the full price. But here's one of the examples where the flaw is a little bit more noticeable. And I absolutely love being able to sell them because before I even started making these, I had boxes filled with imperfect crystals. So it makes me so happy now to see all these beautiful crystals find homes. Also, I just restocked a few of these on my website. And here's the final example. Let's pack a $35 Imperfect Crystal Mystery Box for Sheridan. And they've ordered from me so many times, so thank you so much. Before we start with the mystery box, they got this beautiful Yttrium Fluorite Tower, this 1000-layer Lodolite Tower, this Strawberry Calcite Tower, an Imperfect Ametrine Tumble, and this super flashy Peach Moonstone Palm Stone. For the $35 Imperfect Crystal Mystery Box, I'm going to start off with this Flower Agate Tower. Next, I'm going to add this huge chunk of Optical Honey Calcite. It has some beautiful rainbows. Blue Calcite, this beautiful Labradorite Heart. The flash on this one is stunning. a snow agate mushroom, and this mini rose quartz sphere. For their freebies, I'm going to give a lepidolite, an agate, and a moss agate tumble. And I'm also going to add this little green aventurine mushroom. Thank you so much for all of your support, Sheridan.